Never thought I'd be using this setup to go mow a yard. Now we're gonna break through this right here. Normally this is where the road goes down and there's a high water dam. So this will be the widest spot I have to cross with the deepest water. But I'm wearing my life jacket for sure. Sun's a little bright in my eyes. But we're going straight on across here. Good thing the water ain't too swift. Water's starting to fall just a little bit, so that slows the current down when it goes from rising back to falling, kind of at a standstill, or a slow fall, so to speak. This would have been the old river back many years ago, before the Mississippi River rerouted itself. And I'm talking about a many years ago. So I'm about halfway in, and all of this looks the same. We kind of riding right along the side of the road. I figure the road, guesstimation, probably about 5 foot deep right here on the road. Now on the ditch here it's deeper than that, but the last 2 times I came mowed, all I had to do was drive up to where I showed y'all coming into the wide area, unload a boat right there, cross the wide area, and then the trucks was parked right here, about where I'm at. And we got in the truck and go get the camp from there. But now the trucks, as y'all can see, as far as you can see, and then a curve to the left, I have to go around that curve. And it should be the pickup sitting there, what I was told. A little pirogue. This here's a Bandit 10-foot pirogue. And it ain't a flat bottom pirogue the way this is built. These pirogues is hard to flip. Me and my nephews actually both been in this with a deer in our 2 bows in this little 10-foot pirogue before. And that was the most it was loaded, but now we didn't have to cross it, just about 100-yard ditch. I don't know if that was alligator just come up or an alligator gar. But there are alligators out here. I seen one last summer in one of the bar pits. You don't see I got my blower and my weed eater and my water. Back of the pirogue, little trolling motor. And actually, while I'm going in, he asked me to turn on a road up here and get a camera he has on a tree. He forgot to take off. So we'll take the camera back on when we get up there and we find his camera. We're on the Homeward stretch right here, guys. If I ain't mistaken. The next time where I can drive over here, I'm actually going to check this to see the exact distance from where I unloaded to where I'm trying to get to. Because it may be about 2 miles. This little pirogue ride. Be better if I had a helicopter, wouldn't it? There's some more pretty scenery having to cross. Kind of a big old bar pit looking area, but it's long going south. Guys, this just didn't seem like this far when you ride in and out here in a truck. But in the little Pirogue here, I thought I had a little speedometer app on my phone. I was gonna see. I'm guesstimating I'm moving about 2 miles an hour. With my little 30-pound thrush mini Cuda back there. That's a Minn Kota. So as y'all can see, my yard mowing service never gets boring. And here's the end of my Pirogue ride. Oh, if I can get up out of this boat. And there's what I came riding in. Don't know if y'all can see it, but there goes a helicopter. He could have given me a ride. It would have been a lot quicker. And now I gotta walk about 300 yards to get the truck or side by side or whatever I crank. And come back down here and unload my stuff. This camera is supposed to be on a tree right down that road. So I'll get it if I get to side by side and go get it. And there's the camera I'm supposed to pick up. So I'm finna get out and get it. He's probably looking at me on his phone while I'm videoing him looking at me. There's some deer standing right down yonder. As far as this phone will zoom in though. There they go back across the road. I see 3 of them. I know I seen 3. So guys, what will a man do to mow a yard around here? Anything you can. Anything you can. Last time we came in the boat and crossed just the big water, the truck was sitting way on up yonder. But in that trip, I had to put new blades on the lawnmower, camp lawnmower. Changed and put new belts on it, so I took the other blades home and sharpened them. But I brought my booster cables this time too, in case the battery's dead. I ain't gotta wait so long for the battery charger to charge the battery to crank the lawnmower. Now we're gonna take the last little ride here in the truck. Like I said, it's somewhere around 3 miles. I would look at the odometer in this truck, but I don't even see the odometer reading in this truck. You must have to punch a button and change it to make it show up. Anyway, I ain't punching nothing. The truck may go dead on me. So we finna just tootle on down through the woods here. And it pretty much looks just like this all the way to the camp. But I'm gonna show y'all an old home place up here. That the story is a lady and her 3 sons lived back here. I can't remember exactly the years, 1940s when they lived back here. And I'm gonna tell y'all, in the 1940s, from here to the nearest town right now, wouldn't have been nothing but woods just like this. And that's probably about 15 miles, 12 miles. But back in them times, they lived close to the river because they got their supplies and stuff from the river boats. They'd get on their mule and wagon and they'd go over to the main channel of the Mississippi River. And people run up and down the river back in them days. But when we get up here, I'll show y'all. Now, I'm sure this is one of the last of the house structures, but it was, after that, was turned into a camp house in the beginning. But now it's just rotting down. So here's the old home place that they said that lady and her 3 sons lived. And I want to say he said 1940. But guys, when the river gets up, I mean the river ain't up like it does get up. And I don't know if back in them days it didn't flood, because it ain't been too terribly many years ago this whole island flooded. And even flooded this camp I'm gonna show y'all when we get there. And it's raised up off the ground. And it's sitting on the highest knoll on this 6,000 acre island. But it's some of the most beautiful woods. There's some squirrels in the road. I don't know if y'all can see through this nasty windshield. And now we're finna pull into the camp area. There's shops, skinning rags. Cooler house. And guys, they got electricity run underground all the way back here. So once you get back here, this is just like being at your home. Well water, electricity, Wi-Fi, anything just like at your house. Now, I'm not gonna show much of their camps and stuff, because this would be showing their stuff, and I don't want to. But there's 3 apartment camp there. That would be called like the lodge, and then there's another house on the other side of that, and then another one on the other side. Y'all see that one's built on a hill. That actually flooded. I don't know if y'all can see it, but you can see where the water line is way up on that camp, up around them windows. Now when they built their new camps after that flood, they raised them up high enough that, and that's probably, I'm just guessing, 12 feet high. And we on the highest knoll here. But the elevation of the bottom of them camps is the same elevation as the Mississippi River levee. So the levee, it would go over the levee before it got in our camps again. But I got all this to mow. There's a wide stretch of water, and then that, well, I would say an island, them trees over there, which it ain't island now, it's underwater. Then on the other side of that is the main Mississippi River channel. But now I got to get to mowing, because it takes me way longer to mow when I had to use this camp lawnmower, because it's just a small zero turn like a what I'd call the resident lawnmower instead of commercial lawnmower. So I'll be here about a good 6 hours of mowing, and then I'll ride back and get my Pirogue and toodle-doo on across the water and load up, and that'll be my day. Well guys, it's 6 hours later, actually about 6 hours and 20 minutes later, and we're headed back out. I got the odometer to work on the red truck, and the truck ride was about 2.5 miles. So if my memory serves me right, this is gonna be about 1.75 miles ride that I came in on this Pirogue this morning. And it ain't near about as nice of a ride out as it was going in, because it's hot. It's like 91 degrees right now. I would say if I had my fishing pole, I could fish a little bit, but I think as hot as it is, I wouldn't even want to stop fishing now. The water is falling, because I like to have to drag my boat off, because my boat was sitting high and dry when I got back. So I had to drag my little Pirogue back to the water. Okay guys, I'm back to my truck. Got the Pirogue side by side loaded up. And I forgot to time it this morning, but I timed it coming out. That's exactly 41-minute ride in the Pirogue. And it's 91 degrees this thing. It is a little breeze, but it is 91 degrees and I am hot. So I need this river to hurry up and go down so I can start driving back in there again, because that was a lot further ride than I thought it was going to be, because I was used to coming in from the other end with the big boat. But there's an issue with using that boat ramp on that end with the landowner or something or other. But anyway, this is the way we got to get in till the water goes down. Now the water's falling, so in 2 more weeks, maybe it'll at least be down to where all I have to do is drive down there and cross the first wide spot, and then trucks will be parked right on the other side. But I hope y'all enjoyed that little video. You see some of the things Papaw goes through in life. Now back about 20 years ago when I bought that Pirogue there, you never would have made me believe I was going to be using it to go mow a yard one day. So y'all take care and have a good day. See y'all next time.